If you are a Virgin Galactic investor, then you had the chance to add another quarter of your investment on top of your space stock investment, okay? And I got so many messages. Thank you very much. I'm super appreciating that you watching my videos and you get rewarded by getting rich. So let's dive into Virgin Galactic Fridays. I'm in this super good mood, and if you are in a super good mood because it's weekend time, then let me know by smashing a thumb up and destroying that button, okay? Really have no mercy with this thumb up button. I highly would appreciate that. And I really want to give you the full blueprint of this episode. So first of all, let's talk about the space performance of the last 7 days. Since our last episode, a lot of things happened. And actually, the one day where the stock went up 25%, it was one highlight of my week. Then we will dive into the stock chart to see new trends, to see old trends. And then we will talk about this favorite day on this week, okay? The calendar had 7 days and there was this one day where Virgin Galactic made 25% in just one day. Why it's happened and how it will further develop from here. Then we will talk about the Virgin Galactic analysts that are pretty damn, happy about what is happening and what will happen to Virgin Galactic. And then we will talk about Michael Cole-Glazer and, his moves on social media, which are quite interesting, okay? So this is something that you should be aware of. And finally, we are smoothing out of this episode with the 5th of November, which will be the day of the conference call of the quarter 3 of this year for Virgin Galactic. So let's dive in. As you can see here from this chart of the last 7 days, the Virgin Galactic stock just had a quick big uptick. This was something that we will talk a little bit later into this video, but let's talk about and see what actually happened afterwards. Afterwards, the second day we kept on holding those levels, while day before yesterday we had a little bit of a weakness there, okay? So 5% weakness there, and now we are head on Thursday a little bit of an uptick as well. So what does it mean? We are currently sitting on a valuation of $4.191 billion, which I think, is still massively undervalued considering what is there upon us and what was really invested into the all years of development of this company and the spaceship and so on and so forth. It is really, really exciting, guys, okay? And I'm super cool that you are maybe inside this as well. And if not, then maybe consider, or let me know in the comments why. I want to know as many as bear theses out there if possible, guys. So if you're somehow, thinking about you want to go in or not, then maybe just let me know in the comments and I will get to it if I can to make you and answer which questions ever you have about, the engineering side, the company side, the financials, whatever. I'm super excited for the conference call on the 5th November, but this is something we will talk in the end of this video. As of this recording, which is yesterday, the stock could gain 3.64%. As of this recording, we are just trying to break through the $20 mark that we have seen broken in the last couple of days. So nice uptick here. Let's see what we are dealing here. So as you can see, we can have something like this. Okay, that means that we bounced off the highs and now we are trying to go through this
20, and then we could, you know, move higher here to 24, even depending on the news and overall market. We definitely have some resistance here. As you can see, you know, according to this line, we went further and bounced off here or couldn't break through. Now we broke through this resistance, and now it's really depending on the overall situation what will happen further with the stock, okay? But you can always also argue that, you know, we have something like this where we have actually, you know, a new brand new uptrend, right? So this could be the topper line of this uptrend, and the further explosion of the stock could mean, depending on this triangle here, if we're going further through this resistance, or it's actually an uptrend. This is something that we just can think and you know, really define once we see how the stock is moving further. You know, it has this patterns here, as you can see, you know, going very high, then going down, then going, you know, sideways for months, then having this uptick with the cabin reveal and Michael Koglaser as brand new CEO. Then we have this Bank of America news that they are thinking that the stock will double, which would mean, you know, somewhere 40 levels, which would be somewhere here, guys, just to show you the very much of in you know, potential that the stock has here. And you know, I'm super pumped because, you know, I see here a lot of potential. The chart is saying, you know, that we are currently basically in the topper of the Bollinger Band, so it could be because of this huge inclination that we are going a little bit down here. It left this Bollinger Bands, as you can see. Now we are bouncing almost perfectly back from the 50 moving average. Now the 200 moving average, the red line here, is also for support, so, you know, a lot of support here. So it could bounce off and, you know, give us another bounce to really go new levels higher here to 20, 22, 24, depending on the overall market, obviously, and the new news from this corporation. All right, so I think that is pretty much it. Let me see if we saw something that is also important. I don't think so. No big other news on this chart really, but you know, here you could see the volumes that with this green column here was very similar to this, maybe even bigger than this. And then we had, you know, another big buying just a couple of days after. So this is not only, you know, sometimes just one news, right, that can bring the stock up, but, you know, one news can trigger the first buy and then it can go down. Same setup or similar setup that it could have here. That was already made back in July. This is July, guys, and here you can see that we had this uptick very similar to this one now, then a small downturn, and then, you know, another big huge buying here into space stock, and therefore something here can happen very you know, similarly, I think so it will be exciting, guys. I'm super much pumped for you to let me know what you think about the stock chart of Virgin Galactic.
25% in one day. I got bombarded literally from you guys, and I appreciate this so much because this is exactly why I'm doing this, okay? I have so much fun making those videos for you. I have so much fun that, you know, if I find the stock that I think could be the next 10x opportunity, directly share it with you or with my members. If you want to have this little information edge before I'm making those videos, then you should consider to join my community. Become a member by pressing the join button below and you get all the information. And the second tier, the Real Wolf, gives you access to our Discord chat where we have lots and lots of very interesting people in my chat, from millionaires to almost billionaires. Everything is in this chat. I really mean it. There's some really smart people out there. I can really appreciate if you're considering to join. And the third tier gives you even one-on-one with me. And this is the ultimate closest thing if you want to know and pick my brain, so I would highly appreciate it. But let's talk about the 25%. Okay, I really enjoyed that so many people are on this space investment trip with me, okay? Because it's just more fun, not by getting rich by myself, but also, with you together. And this is obviously an amazing experience, amazing adventure. We can be there and say, we were there from the very beginning when so many less people thought about it will ever work. And, and we will sit there with, a little bit more money on our account finally when it happening. And the 25% gain in one day gave me something that I would consider a aha moment, right? Or another one. I knew it already, but it gave me another confirmation that this stock is really, really volatile, like a young growth stock should be, but with very amazing news coming out in the next couple of months. I think that this will be exactly those days that we will see more often, and 25% will only be the very beginning. So let's talk about the analysts that are currently, or what they currently saying about Virgin Galactic. So if you can see, we talked about the Bank of America already, which gave the unparalleled opportunity for growth for this stock and even doubled their price target. Now this is just the beginning, because actually analyst Charles Minevino at Susquehanna Financial, which is not that big house, but it's a house that someone heard already, but they just it's really about that analysts now want to be more careful than before, because they missed already most of these guys missed the opportunity with Tesla, so they don't want to be now too cautious about the other growth opportunities on the market. This is my personal opinion. However, you see that they are saying things like, we see as Virgin Galactic as an innovator of space technology with a truly unique offering that will allow civilians and professionals alike to access space for entertainment and research purposes. So there is so much potential in this company, and it's nice to see that so many, I think 8 of 8 analysts are saying currently that Virgin Galactic is a buy. There's a lot of potential. Bank of America surely with a very, very bullish price target of 100% upside potential, and then others maybe with 30, 40, 50%. However, I personally think that we are talking here about the 10x opportunity, so 1000%. Michael Kohlglazer is one of the new guys at our investment boat, okay? And he became eventually the captain by becoming the new CEO. Now, yes, if you're following my videos, that he just recently joined Instagram. Okay, the Instagram world is the world that everyone should be on right now, and if you didn't follow me already, make sure to follow me on Wolf of Dubai Danny if you want to have a little bit more content than the daily vlogs and live streams. Now, if he is active, then he is the most active on LinkedIn. The recent picture here, as you can see, is where he's drinking his cafe latte in the spaceport Mexico. Now, what I would like to make the point out of this all is that he really is active on social media, which shows us that he wants to share his opinions, he wants to share his knowledge, his vision, and I think that this is something very, very important, because it shows us that something is happening behind the scenes. He seems quite super good in mood, he's happy, right? So this is always a good and nice environment to be in. If you want to change the world, you must work very, very hard. But also, if you are feeling that you're working too hard for really, not the sense that you want to put your life in, because you're spending so much time of your life into this, I think this is very happy that you are happy. Yeah. So as you can see, this is my opinion about Michael Kohlglazer on the social media world, and I think it's something very, 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 very interesting. The 5th of November will be a very special day. I will mark this day in my calendar very, very red, because then we will know how the numbers look like for the earnings. As we know, it's not like that of a surprise if we see another loss of $50-60 million. That is normal because the company don't make any revenues except from those reservations, or those very, very old reservations where they, gained already some millions of dollars. However, what will be very, very important, what I will look forward to, will be the conference call. The conference call will be very important, and I encourage every investor out there to listen to those conference calls, because those conference calls are so important. You will learn so much of this company and the management that is leading your company, and in the end also your money, right? So they are responsible of the success if you lose money or you win money, and therefore it's very, very important to listen to those people, because you don't have a day-to-day operation where you can ask them some questions. So the conference call is very, very important to see what the quarter brought for investors. Now I will look into several things. First, the reservation number. Do we have any new reservations, or do we somehow plateau on the number of reservations? Second, obviously the new revealing things that might be then public, like for example, what about the cabin, or what about the spaceport, the astronaut training center, and so on. And then I also want to know what is the glimpse of scaling that they want to do. We knew a couple of weeks ago, this analyst talked about that the spaceships can do only 50 flights per year, or that they are building slowly those spaceships. But what is the scaling? Because I don't think the demand is the problem, but the scaling will be the challenge. So what kind of small sentences I can get out of this call to see how they can scale in the future?